Okay, good morning, everybody. I'm Conquering History Games, and welcome back to part 11 of my Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich graduation campaign. So, we left off as Earl Browder had just become president. Oh, hold on, let's get the music going. Not that one. Let's do this one. Okay. Y'all let me know if that's too loud. Actually, that feels too loud. You know what? That's what I don't like about the Universalis Rome one is the audio is too inconsistent. That'll have to do. Okay. So long live Comrade Browder. So, what's going to happen here, because we've done this Totalist America before, go find my campaign of when I did that, where we ended up actually absorbing the entire Western Hemisphere, like the North and South America, all were taken by us and absorbed, or straight up annexed. So, we need to take a couple of, down here. Yeah. Here's what's gonna happen. I mean, does this adds reconstruction, but does it economic devastation, add reconstruction, modify recovering from the Civil War? So what we're gonna do is, I believe we have to trigger a purging of the U.S. military, or at least at some point an attempted purge. Like, we have to have that decision whether or not to do it. I haven't done the Butler coup in literally years, so I don't know if they've maybe changed things, but it's around here. The political commissars, basically, I think we have to take this and something else, probably centralism. Central Committee over Congress voted in. Yeah, so it's like the party is bigger than the constitutional government. So it's a one-party state. And then maybe dictatorship of the proletariat. I think we have to then click this, and that will then trigger a coup, depending on whether or not we've already depending on whether or not we've already done the purging of the army. If we've purged the army, the coup will fail. If we haven't, then Butler will be in charge. And also, Butler is canonically going to die at some point. So I think it's in 1940. So he has a backup, and I don't remember who the backup officer is right now. Who else would do the coup? If it comes to me later, I'll let you guys know. Okay. Now, so what we're gonna do is, under Browder's presidency, he's actually not gonna start Reconstruction away, and he's instead gonna try to reform the economy, which is gonna be good in its own way, because it's gonna help the economic devastation. But then, as we're gonna see, it's gonna be turning America increasingly totalist. I just want to point out at this moment, the totalists are still only 18.25% popularity, but still that puts them in second place. But heavy Workers' Party. Wait, Beijing just fell to Shanxi? No, to Fengtian. in China. Hear me okay? Let's see here. Alright, well, I hope everybody's having a good day. My throat is a little worn today. Not horrible. Yeah, I ended up not streaming yesterday. It was just there was a lot of things piling together. And then one of those, and of course, we had one of those great moments during the day where it's like, you set aside time for something, and then it just falls through, so you just wasted your time. But that was only a little small portion of the day. But there was a lot of other stuff going on, so I just couldn't get around to it. But I should actually be able to stream. I'm actually pulling out my phone and looking at my calendar right now. We're gonna see what happens on Wednesday. Even Wednesday should be fine. Yeah, I think I'm going to be able to stream every single day this week, which is good. This last few days were just super packed. That's all. All right, so we're doing economic policies. I don't know, hire somebody. I don't even really know what it is I want to do here. Oh yeah, Canada was going to intervene. What I think we're just going to crank on the 5-speed just because the goal is to get to the coup as quickly as possible. But on the other hand, if I do have to go all the way down to here, that's going to be 1, 2... Wait, no. For this, I need lead the revolution. So 1, 2, 3... Oh, this actually isn't going to take that much. Like by halfway through 39, we should have these two done. Definitely by the end of 39, we'll have dictatorship of the proletariat going, I believe. So, ban wall-to-wall elections. Yeah, so we're actually not going to think about how are we spending our political power and stuff like that too much, just because it's not really necessary at all. Let's check those logistics. Infantry equipment. Hey, look, we got positive going now. And it's gone. Let's see, more of these guys here are getting, by the way, I could delay the Canadian intervention, but I just plain old don't want to. 23, the Marines. Oh, Marines are here. Wait, where are the Marines? Where are the doggone Marines? Did I not make them their own? Oh, the Marines went overseas, right? Yeah, I forgot they're down here in El Salvador and Italy and whatnot. Are these guys ready to go? Oh shoot! Ooh, we could have a naval invasion here. Let's see if this is gonna work. It should. The AI usually doesn't defend a non. Oh shoot! No, they are crammed in there. They got at least 4 divisions to me, 21, and they're all over that coastline. So no, that is not gonna work. So yeah, we'll just have the Marines run with him for a little bit. Oh, there, Brennan. Yeah, this is Kaiserreich. Hugh Todd says, I think it also makes more sense roleplay-wise for a coup to happen if Browder doesn't prioritize Reconstruction first and instead tries to centralize power. Exactly what I was thinking. If it's like clear he's just looking out for his party, not for the country. Central American Federation just formed. Our Marines, some of our Marines are coming back home. Alright, that's not gonna work out. What's up here in Indochina? Oh, whoops. Just clicked something there. Okay, well, Indochina already is looking better. I love that they've encircled this potential naval invasion here. That's awesome. Oh, you know what he's gonna do? He's like, hey, we're just gonna create a little thing known as the CIA, brother. We just want to check in on some people. Need for demobilization has completed focus, the dust settles. Oh, shoot! Yeah, I have him in. I need to take motorized force and then the dust settles to get rid of our war measures. And every time I don't, well, something bad is going to happen. Completed effects, if not. Growing banditry and protests. Yeah. So, like, he's keeping war measures on, saying it's because of Canada. Although I think if we go to war with Canada here soon, then that's going to get rid of it. bored if at war with a major country. Yeah, so I guess we'll just kind of have to see what happens. Whoa! Speaking of Canada, King Edward abdicates the throne. Good morning, Tenerification. In a move seen by many as inevitable, King Edward VIII today announced via radio address he had abdicated the throne in favor of his younger brother, Prince Albert. Edward is giving up the throne to marry American film star Constance Bennett, who he met in Canada when she fled to Canada during the American Civil War. Twice divorced and currently still married, Bennett was seen as unsuitable for a king who is also the head of the Church of England, which does not permit divorcees to remarry, and Edward was unwilling to give her up for any reason. Prince Albert, viewed by many as a quiet and socially awkward man, is set to be coronated as King Albert I, inheriting the rule over a British Empire that is vastly different from that of his grandfathers. One king is as worthless as any other. Did anybody ever see The King's Speech? Not the greatest historical movie. It's certainly not the most thrilling. It's about public speaking. It's not about, instead of war, it's different. But hey, the numbers always show, like, at least in America, Americans are more afraid of public speaking than they are of dying. So, which, like, I remember an old joke I heard. I'm talking like I was single-digit years old. It was like, yeah, so Americans would rather, an American would rather be in a coffin at a funeral than have to speak at one. So yeah, we'll see what happens with the growing banditry and protests. Again, I think it's pretty, that's going to be pretty on brand. Our new union does not collapse in infighting. Reaction will be the first agenda of our new government. The construction engineering. Does this do anything for repair? No, it doesn't. Oh, here it is. Construction repair. Yeah. Oh, what's this? Whoa, trading for a lot of tungsten we don't need. Thank you very much for all of the help, Russia. But we're good. I'm good now. I've got all this stuff. I mean, I haven't cored it. A lot of, like, Wyoming is technically occupied territory. I'm not going to click this. Go away. I'm sure that grew given the increasing social anxieties of newer generations. Oh, yeah. You're probably totally correct. I mean, yeah, Zoomers joke about, being killed and killing themselves all the time. But, ask a Zoomer, hey, could you call the pizza place and make an order? It's like, oh god, I have to talk to somebody. Fun fact, the actor who played George VI actually developed a stutter after the film. Really? I did not know that. He's cool. This is a very British film, but I like Jeffrey Rush. He was such a great part of the Pirates of the Caribbean, Alright, we need more suppression out here, apparently. Wait, did I even... Hold on. Occupied territories. Did I... Okay, I did switch to the garrisons that should have MPs in there. And actually, things are looking pretty good. Yeah, everywhere I look, resistance strength is going down. We're doing integration here. Paul Robeson takes a world tour. I think these will pop up while we do the regular run anyway, so I'm not going to talk about them right now. Can you check Africa? Sure. Any specific part of it, or... This is strange. Only the Wadi broke off from France, and there's not a war happening. I've never seen that exact option play out before. Cool, this Central Security Bureau is done. I don't know. Just start building shit. There we go. Yeah, I can only do one upgrade at a time. Yes, stutter can be a bitch. Although, speech disabilities, it always makes you think of the thing like, what cruel motherfucker decided to put the letter S in the word lisp to describe people who have that? Who's leading Mittel Africa? Let me go check. Come down here. Alright, Mittel Africa is under Ernst Junger, who has taken time off from writing his memoir, apparently. So that means I don't think Mittel Africa is going to blow up. Whoa! Republic of South Africa is eating up right now because they've been at war with the Entente, and the Entente can't seem to make this happen. This is going to be really great for me, going into the war with Canada. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Alright, wolf pack ready to go. Got some Marines here. Okay. Let's do people commissars. Already during the Civil War, we had many militias, communes, and syndicates adopting a system of political commissars. These watchful and vigilant citizens kept a close eye on any potential counter-revolutionaries within our ranks. Congress has allowed these commissars under direct state control and expanded the system nationwide. All right. So that should, I think, trigger where I have to do something about the army. Hold on. Damocles Project, successful nuclear bomb could turn entire cities to ash. So, yeah, basically, word got out that either France or Britain is thinking about making a nuke. Okay. It's like naming dyslexia, such an awkward name, or name. Yeah, right. Diabetes insipidus, that, despite the fact it has nothing to do with blood sugar. All right, power struggle within the ranks. William Foster and Earl Browder viewed each other as the enemy to the people more than a stepping block to their own power. This could be bad. So basically, besides any dissent I'm getting from the Workers' Party, which is 61% popularity right now, I'm also dealing with a power struggle at the top. Infantry specialist? I think so. Is he? What's he about to get here? He's getting close to getting organizer. If he gets organizer, or no, that's not the one. He can get army regrouping. I'd like entrenchment. He's 61% of the way toward being an engineer. Yeah, that would be nice. Alright. Sorry, I got Himiwata by Ado in my head. What a... I mean, she's got so many great melodies, but... Damn. That was a good one. Like, she could do more than scream and shout, is all I'm saying. Alright, Premiere of God Send King Billy. That's Charlie Chaplin stuff. These are still training. These Marines are ready. Alright, we can get ourselves somebody here. Sabotage, resistance, rescue operative. No. Yeah, Hiram Anderson. So, Anderson, I want you to head into Canada here for me, would you, pal? And, just start checking out what's the situation. Actually, that was probably a waste of time. I should have done that with the Germans. Growing banditry and protest. Cool. So we have not, we haven't gotten rid of the war measures yet, even though we're obviously not at war. And also we're not, so this is now leading to growing banditry and protests. Our advantage in the Civil War, the number of troops, became a problem after the war ended, with ruined and damaged infrastructure and no government support to help them get to their homes. Most of the former militias had turned into a bunch of bandits who robbed people for food. This became a common problem in territories that were under enemy control in the last stages of the war. These bandits not only rob people, but also start shooting with small groups of reactionaries when they meet. Some newspapers have already stated that the Civil War did not end and became a procession of warlords, which seriously damaged our authority, as these people fought for us in a civil war. As if that wasn't enough, some of the workers started protests, at least now peacefully, with demands to reduce working hours and stop mass production of weapons. If we do not start the demobilization program in the near future, this will only lead to the ongoing devastation of the country. So we're going to lose 15% stability, 10% war support, and 100,000 manpower, if I'm counting my zeros correctly. And our popularity is going to go down, which I think will put us in third place again. Until the mobilization is completed, the workers and bandits will cause trouble. So now the next one's going to happen. We'll have to see. how long it takes. Former Red Guard. Yeah, so now it begins. A group of former members of our Red Guard robbed a small town while the local militia tried to confront them. The bandits had artillery, which soon ended the battle in their favor. The city was devastated, people were killed, and these bandits left the territory without any problems. After the news of this event reached large cities, people began to massively criticize our government, which cannot protect citizens from its former soldiers. Catch them! This is not China! So now already we're getting less popular, less stability, less manpower, and there was just damage done in Illinois, which actually the repairs have gone pretty well mostly. But yeah, we should, oh yeah, like definitely high prioritize anytime we want to repair more civvy factories. We're not doing totally, it's because we made a mistake during the Constitutional Convention in Browder, and so we had to pick between Browder and Foster, which are both totalist routes. So I just thought, you know what, let's show the Butler coup, Andrew, and then we'll go back. So I have a save file we're going to go back to. Just need to do that. 150 political power, we're going to spend it on trying to solidify our control. So that'll give us 10% totalism. So again, we're not actually fixing the economy at all. We're not fixing the Civil War problems. We're still building guns, even though people are hungry. You know, we're wanting to cause a problem here. All right, so now I think it's democratic centralization. The concept of democratic centralization, where once a decision is made by the Central Committee, then it must be followed by those lower within the party and government. A Central Committee over Congress was voted in, and they shall have the final say on policy changes. Only reactionaries and traitors should fear us. So hopefully the purge pop-up will happen. Catholic workers, people are protesting. Oh yeah, led by Dorothy Day, very famous Catholic socialist. Led by Comrade Dorothy Day, the movement has attracted popularity for combining Catholicism with socialist values. They focus on the concept of works of mercy. They have also built a number of hospitality houses in many major cities. The hospitality houses are acting as support shelters for those trying to return to civilian life now that the revolution has come to fruition. Live in accordance with the justice and charity of Jesus Christ. Foster is denouncing me, because we're playing as Browder right now. The traitor will be dealt with. It's like, don't worry about it. He can talk while he can still talk. It's not a problem. He just won't be talking long. Alright, checking in on Indochina. Oh god, I'm so tempted to go help them. Okay, alright. It looks like they sort of are leaving somebody in Saigon. We're going to try out here. Saigon leaving. I want to see if I can now safely get them into combat without like some instant freaking thing happening here. Yeah, Parsons here is going to be my new field marshal. Oh, he's already assigned to another army. Well, dang it! Who's not assigned then? Oh, he's in Italy. You know, Italy's taking care of itself. Get over here. It's going to take a while anyway. I don't know if I bothered. Let's see what we can do about maybe coming here. This looks good, though. This looks good. Oh, dang it. They got a port here. That is actually pretty annoying. Ooh, they're pretty dug in. They got artillery to defend themselves with. Good. Army experience still steadily coming in, which is great. Gomez Adams sure climbed to a high place. Oh, Grapes of Wrath is premiering. That's, you know, Lechikami stuff, as somebody I knew used to say. So, now... Oh, I don't like this supply. I don't like how this is looking at all. There basically isn't infrastructure here. Come on, Germans, what were you doing? Oh! This one needs to go north! This one needs to go north! Oh my gosh! Pin this guy here. Look, take this port now. Too late. Frick. And that's that. There goes the game. And then they took Saigon. So it's literally, look, it's about to drop right now. It's about to end. Once I unpause. How's that not game? Gotta take Kanto. But wow, it really is the instant you leave Saigon alone, there's gonna be an invasion. Saigon has fallen. Billions must die. That wallpaper that was just showing, is the implication that she's a suicide bomber? Okay, so hey, we could pay for improving the workers' conditions again now at some point. So is it a 3-year cooldown? I mean, it's a really good thing to activate, so I know they make it, you can't do it too often. All controlled states are now cored. Oh, when did that happen? Oh, the integration. Cool. So we finished it just by dealing with the resistance. So they're starting to, one by one, get pulled in. So they're trying to get to 18%, seems like. Hello there, Caden. Yeah, I guess the soldier's just like, it's any little kid. Oh, he wants to give me a hug. And boom. So I was recently rewatching, I saw the first 2 Terminators and also Aliens, because then after Terminator 2, I was like, oh man, James Cameron, you did some good shit. Ridley Scott also used to be so great too. Yeah, so it was like I did the first two Terminators, first 2 Aliens. And, there's just so much character in all of those movies, but like with the little girl right there reminds me of like when in the first Terminator you see that vision of Kyle Reese in the future when he's returning to home base, and like there's a little kid who's doing the finger guns, going pow pow, and he's just he kind of like acts like he's gonna point his at her, just like, oh, look at you there, just as a little quick little play war thing. Just those little sorts of things. Missing so much. Okay, so why can't we do dictatorship? Oh, you have to ban elections. Let's just start taking all the things that people are gonna have issues with. Like, I'm talking stuff, this is probably what's pissing off the Foster people. Like, they're going, you want to ban elections? Fine. We need to fix some bridges, literally, first. We have no way of crossing the Mississippi right now. There's not a single bridge on the fucking Mississippi. Or something like that, Skynet should just mess with the environment and make it hostile to biological life. Wasn't that a little bit of what, like, the Matrix concept is, although that also doesn't make sense, like, if in terms of efficiency. God, look at these badasses right here, these veterans. Is there a level beyond veterans now? It is filling up. It's at level 6. It's like level 6 Spartans or something. But yeah, where it's like, oh no, it's the other way around, where the machines were solar powered, so humanity blew up the sky, basically. By the way, I know everyone has seen The Matrix, or quite a lot of people have anyway, but you gotta check out the Animatrix. Animatrix had a lot of good ones. I especially recommend the one with the Sprinter. That's a pretty damn good one. I like the most important one is the one oh god, what's it called? The New Renaissance. Let me look this up. Animatrix. Animatrix. Yeah, the Second Renaissance is like the, how would I say it? The origin story. Like, it's actually, I think, pretty important canon, because like it gets into, especially nowadays, it like talks about AI is being created, and then so America creates AI robots. Who like, take all the jobs that people don't want to do, right? They take the labor jobs, they take the servant jobs and stuff. And so humanity just starts to fall apart, like kind of in a moral way, because like just kind of gives into hedonism and corruption. Because they don't work, they don't do anything, the machines do everything for them, And then at some point a robot kills a human, and so then that triggers the crisis moment. And it's ultimately decided that, you know, robots are not people, and it starts like it basically it starts riots. It starts like anti-robot pogroms, and then eventually the war is going to break out and stuff. So the Second Renaissance is really important for that. But World Record of the other ones is probably my favorite. It's just about a track star who's doing the 100-meter sprint, and he what is breaking the world record in the Matrix do, essentially? IRL, we got the opposite. The people do menial jobs and robots oversee them. Well played, Skyneck. Well played. It's like, damn, respect the hustle. Yeah. And actually, something I think of often whenever I think of the Animatrix is there was this one dude on YouTube who did a video where he was talking about the Animatrix. Now, I know that YouTube has guidelines. Obviously, I know that. I've been streaming on here for many, many years. More Bandit stuff is happening. And, you know, there's things you can and cannot put on the screen, but sometimes you could, like you can find female nipples and male genitalia exposed on YouTube. I mean, maybe at most you'll have to sign in at YouTube, but like certainly if you're looking at medical stuff, it's there. It's there, and it's not censored if it's felt like, oh, well, this isn't like being deliberately erotic or whatever. But I remember this guy in a video was talking about the Animatrix, and there's a scene where people attack a robot that, like, you know, a lot of them, they wear like human flesh over, like an artificial skin over, because they interact with people. So it's like what people want them to look more human. But it's this woman, and they're like ripping her clothes off, so she's becoming exposed, but like then they're like literally ripping her skin off, so then you're seeing also the robot parts underneath. And so for that, the guy is censoring the nipple. Okay, fine. Gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. But then a few seconds later, he shows this scene, which is like a pretty famous shot, but of a robot squeezing a human skull and just blowing it up in his palms. And he doesn't, it's super gory, and he doesn't censor that at all. And I just sort of sparked a huge argument / discussion in the comments, because like people were like, this, man, the American mindset is so fucked, you know, just like, let's show this gruesome violent act and not think about censoring it at all. But a nipple that's not even on a human female is shown. Better cover that's taking up like 2% of the whole frame. We need to make sure to cover that up. Sounds like Detroit Become Human. It was more focused on the racism allegories instead of the class deterioration of the worker. A game that focuses on how a country deals with almost half their workforce being automated out would just be cool. Interesting. How would you... I'm wondering what kind of... Oh, wait, hold on. Conservation Committee... basically, let's build up the parks. Yeah, let's keep moving here, guys. Sorry, I was paused for a while there. I'm trying to... Where is the Army Purge? We're not getting the event for it. I'm starting to get a little worried. Also, negative 71 and counting on stability. Like, we have to begin reconstruction to get something happening here. In terms of, like, trying to dig ourselves out of this hole, which we're obviously not doing. Smokey the Bear is rising. Alright, 4th of July, we got political power because, you know, the war is over. Alright, dictatorship of the proletariat. Everything we have achieved so far has been won with violence and force. The bourgeois thought still clinging to America cannot be voted away, it cannot be debated or discussed away, it must simply be destroyed. How else could anything take its place? If we tolerate the past, their actions are treason, and the committee the judge. Revolutionary memorials, everyone shall be honored. Alright, so let's try improving the worker conditions, right? Isn't that what we're here for? These should light up here in a second. Oh, the Indochina War's over. How'd that go? Something tells me that... Oh! Oh! Where are you at? Where are you at? Oh my gosh! Yes! Yes! Indochina won! Yes! Hell yes! Oh man. Indochina. I think I've said this before. I've always wanted to do a run where we could get to Legacy of Ho Chi Minh, which, like, it's such a good, like, the effect it gets is so good, but it's also, like, such a very specific goal. I can't read this here, like, the effect of it, but, like, you know, you have to, just like with the CSA, you need to figure out, okay, are we going to be radical socialists, are we going to be syndicalists, are we going to be totalists? But there's actually a path here where if you have at least 25% of all three of those ideologies, radical socialist, syndicalist, and totalist, you know, so there's some margin of error there. It doesn't have to be 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. But then you get left-wing unity, which will boost your political power gain by 25%. And then you get Legacy of Ho Chi Minh, which boosts your war support too, which is really, like, it's not that great. I guess it depends on the context. But I've always wanted to do an Indochina run where you get here. I'm actually not sure how to do it, because I tried once, and it was like, I just couldn't get the radical socialist number up enough, I think. It's a very tricky balancing act. Like, if you look at them now, you know, the syndicalists have 55% popularity. So that needs to drop like 20% at least to fill these in. Because let's see, 10 more than that. I'm gonna have to like cut this in half and redistribute it over here, and then, you know, the frickin' Social Democrats are going to be picking up stuff here and there, which is annoying. The weight of the Viet Cong wins that PhD. Not to pay attention. Well, it's like, because I need to guard Saigon for them, apparently. But you know what? That's the same thing that happened in the real Vietnam War, at least the one against America, because, like, you had the Chinese... Hold on a sec. Indochina Independent. I'm actually... We might do a tag switch at some point. Geez, do anything but actually play the CSA game, right? But it's just because, you know, might do... I'm just saying, guys, would you want me to do a tag switch at some point? Come over here and create greater... So the ultimate, like, you are the ultimate badass of the universe in terms of being an Indochina player, is where you create China. So you absorb all of India, all of China, all of Indonesia. So you're China. And you do Legacy of the Left, which I think you would have to do that, because you would just be burning through political power by annexing all of those areas instead of making them puppets. So it's also, you're making it things like so, you know, deliberately harder on yourself. Although I don't even think you can do the integration thing via the occupied territories, because it's not allowed unless you have a core. Or does it? Wait, gives a core on the state upon reaching or 50 or 80%. Wow, maybe I was wrong. You know what? Let me look this up. Because I think there has been a DLC that's come out. So I don't know if it's hard for integration or coring. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, that's a Canada. Yeah, the Dominion of India. Wow, made a big comeback here. That's KR editing. Oh, so it's only in Kaiserreich. That's the Kaiserreich team for you. Just getting that kind of stuff done. I don't know. Let me pick a freaking... Oh, Dorothy Day was mentioned. Let's grab her. The Indo-Chinese revolt succeeds. But yeah, that would be something. Starting so late, too, is Indochina. Like, 39, you really should not still have been fighting that war in 1939. Oh, and that's what I was going to say, yeah, in the real Vietnam War against America, the Chinese, you know, were helping play defense in northern Vietnam, which frees up men to go south. So, same concept here. I guarded Saigon from naval invasions, which were, like, kept coming. So then that freed up the Indo-Chinese army to head north. Outstanding. Outstanding work. Alright, dictatorship of the proletariat. What is happening here? I'm gonna look it up. Or, I don't know. But we're coming up on today, August 20th, August 21st, August 22nd, August 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, and we have reached, oh, yeah, where we were at the 26th. Dang, this is like actually really starting to bug me. I'm gonna look up. I'm just gonna look it up. I don't know what's going on here. Kaiserreich, CSA, Butler, coup. Yeah, because I don't... Okay, this is from 2022. Both after democratic centralism and political officers are taken. Political officers? Over here? Search political... Here's 15... Political officers has been taken because it says the reorganization event says after both democratic centralism and political officers' focus are taken, choosing not to reorganize the army will lead to the coup attempt 115 days later. If Butler is dead, Carlson will take over for him. So the coup could technically happen at any time as long as both foci are not completed yet. Medieval music. What the heck is... Oh, no. That's fighting music for, later. That's a special surprise for later. For D&D group. Okay, let's go Victoria 2. I'm not... Watch it recommend one of your old videos. Yeah, I mean, maybe I have gone into it, but it's just like, because... You know, they change it. They change it on me. I'm always joking, right, that, I'm always joking about how I put out guides so that Kaiserreich will update. You know, because they're going, oh, did he just put a guide out on one of our countries? Fuck that. Can't have him looking smarter than us, so we're gonna need to update that country right away. Some of you might be saying, but Conquering History games, some of those updates take months, they take years. No, they're ready. They're ready with it, just for me. They wait for me to make a move. I'm wondering if maybe beginning reconstruction needs to have been started, or I don't know. I just don't get it. Damnation. I'm gonna try maybe the game, like, it's coded. They're like, oh, well, surely they start Reconstruction first and then the other stuff. So, like, that's not even considered. That I wouldn't do it. Fate of the Boy Scouts. Create the Pioneers for America. Oh yeah, this is basically like no Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, everybody's mixed. Here we go, the Army restructured. Maybe, and look, as soon as maybe you have to have just begun doing Reconstruction and have done the other stuff at least. But a proposal has been placed on President Earl Russell Browder's desk about restructuring the Army. The plan would make sure that the Army is loyal to the Revolution, but it's likely to anger many. So we need to not purge. We're gonna do CSA, Browder, Army, restructure. South, man. I saw Chicanx in an article the other day. I just clicked my tongue, but not in a, you know, trying to be sexy for the ladies way, in a kind of a kind of way. Instead of a, you know, you hit him with the cabidon and then do the, hey baby, you're going out with me on Friday. I hit the gig. Oh, I can't even do that. I've given myself. Oh yeah, we're gonna leave the Army as it is, by the way. I think I've mentioned this before, but I've given myself a Pavlovian response where I'll at least giggle after I click my own tongue. That second way I did it, when I do the because it was because of a clip I once saw. Of course, it was Whole Alive, but it was you know, I don't watch JP streams because I don't understand Japanese. Although, actually, having said that, I'm starting to pick it up just via, you know, volume. Like, there's bits here and there enough to where sometimes I'll see subtitles and I'll go, "That's not what they said." I don't think I've done Robert Howard's original works. Actually, I have not. Hold on a sec here. Ooh, do I want to do rocket launchers? Well, no, this doesn't really matter because yeah, we're just gonna coup ourselves. So but anyway, it was the context was apparently a few of the Japan side of Whole Alive were I guess doing a cooking and eating stream, and they were talking about girl stuff, and because it was all girls, it wasn't the Hollow Stars, and then they were saying like. Talking about things that they liked in a guy, and one of them, she says like, yeah, I want a guy to click his tongue at me, and it was Nene, I think, yeah, and it just created a ruckus. Like Matsuri was there. It's like, if a guy clicked his tongue at me, just you know, I'm gonna click it back. Who are you clicking at? I can do that too. It was just so funny. So then I just found myself clicking my tongue sometimes, and it created a like on my own, and I created a Pavlov effect. Okay, the Artists Congress, the Avant-Garde. Geez, speaking of Avant-Garde, I was asked about Thanafaxaf yesterday, which is a metal band, and if you know Thanafaxaf, they can be a bit difficult to describe, and I was like. It felt like, oh gosh, this is like when tribes in the thousands of years ago were meeting each other and trying to communicate and explain things or explain words. It's just, oh shit, what do I do here? Upton Sinclair can be elected. Yes, he can. Yes, he indeed can. See, now we're actually just starting to fix things. I've spent so long not fixing the issues that now it's like I'm only because I deliberately took all the stuff that just centralizes power and haven't actually been helping anybody, but now I've taken so many of them that every single one of these is useful that are left over. Like the feds, the longest, the social revolution, all this stuff is good. So yeah, I'm gonna now just for roleplay continually just not do the right thing. So we're gonna motorized force. You know what we need? Trucks! Meanwhile, the KKK is just like stampeding through Atlanta. Oh, we just got a bunch of cores, I think. Yeah, from the American Union states. That integration is done. Very good. Yeah, everything is going great. My garrisons are doing good. You know, I upgraded that military equipment. The military police specifically. Rock Island. What? Oh, Rock Art. Oh, no. Okay, I got it. We need to switch this out. Yeah, get the better anti-air gun. Let's start getting. Wait, I need to stop thinking about this so much because we're just gonna load the save file. Tongue clicking contest to assert dominance, you know, like. But it's just so funny. Like, can you imagine actually doing that? Like, you know, going up to a woman, hey, baby. And it's just, I guess you're wanting to flip the coin, but like you're gonna, you know, like, it's like clear your Friday night plans, and you're either gonna get the, you get the one like they did apparently, you get the 1 in 1,000. She's just, oh my goodness, yes, or she's gonna shove you in the chest and going, oi, what are you doing? And now it's just click clack click clack click clack. Where are you at? So, the Dominion of India has been united, and it's in October of 39, and by the way, you'll notice the Second World War has not broken out, so yeah, I guess it's true. The war doesn't start till 1940 now. That is so crazy strong. And I'm noticing the Canadians are not intervening, so I guess Albert abdicated. I mean, after his brother abdicated, he just looked at the situation and went, no way. Probably doesn't help that I've been putting all these divisions on the border. How many divisions do they maybe have? 64 at most. So I absolutely outnumber them, and I'm sure that they're you know, most of their forces are in India, so it's even worse. All right, Fuster has been declared a traitor and enemy of the people. He's been working with counter-revolutionary groups. Thanks to the Hall-Bollum Act, our government is not powerless to stop Foster. While Foster still reigns in his clique, news is being spread throughout the nation about his vile and despicable behavior in the Daily Worker, and he will soon be arrested and brought to trial. Another reactionary, soon to be in prison. Yeah. John Reed Clubs champion literacy and Marxism. Reading for Reed. 23. Oh, you know what? I think I want to. No, I need to stop thinking about this so much. Dang it. Yeah, because we're just in. Just take. You know what? Who cares? Yeah, approved computing machine. Whatever. William Foster has escaped prison. That's whoopsie. Sounds like some people are going to be facing the wall. CIA will catch him. I think it becomes like Trotsky. He just like, he can't seize power or anything, but it was just, and we never heard from him again, but he's the eternal exterior enemy, you know? Let's get those European military schools happening. I still have the option to delay Canadian intervention. I almost want to justify on the ass. Nope, can't do it because the Second Weltkrieg hasn't started. This is just getting annoying now. Come on, Butler, I want you to coup, and then let's get moving here. Oh, did I not? There we go. So also with all these, we should be able to make more Marines. Or actually, no, we can begin adjusting the Marines. Well, we don't need to now, though. But I want to obviously make the width of them bigger. Let's move these here. Why not? Just trade the order of that. Okay, the Great Sedition Trial of 1939. Tenant farmers profiting. Good riddance to President Barter is ecstatic at finally having the chance to destroy such a dangerous pocket of resistance as he turns the increasingly mighty state apparatus of the Union of Socialist American States to the task of dismantling the Southern Tenant Farmers Union and turning their lands directly to the purposes of state. So we're doing like a government seizure of agricultural land, basically. Good riddance to bad unions. We only killed 100 people to do it. 1939 World Series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Detroit Tigers. Well, before it was the Detroit Red Wings that won, and the winner this time is going to be promoting sewer socialism. Yeah, just clean sewers, health, whatnot. Oh, Japan's going after China. The Cincinnati Reds confirmed have red in your name, and you'll never lose. Go Reds, and we didn't even get political power off that. Come on. Yeah, Indochina's gonna get wrecked right now. It just took so long for them to get that. Yeah, the Feng Tian are doing great as well. International Peace Movement has disbanded. I think it might be time to start building weapons factories, which is only going to piss people off, because then they're going to go, well, why are we doing that? Isn't there more important things we should be doing? Like fixing the country? So they'll make it broader. I mean, but look at us, though. We're at 0% war support, but also negative 35%. Any reason they gave for delaying the Weltkrieg to the 40s? Not that I'm aware of. Former Red Guards rob a small town. Yeah, so we're still not fixing that. All the Canadian forces seem are finally coming back, though, it looks like. Stone Mountain, Georgia. Whatever. And I got 50% off, so I get it at 11 circlement. Redouble production. Here we go, finally. I was gonna say, if we hit an hour, I'm gonna be officially getting annoyed. Butler's coup. The unthinkable has happened. Smedley Darlington Butler has gathered supporters among the unions and marched in Chicago denouncing Earl Russell Browder as a tyrant and a dictator. The rest of America watches with bated breath to see what happens in Chicago. Earl Russell Browder has responded by calling for as many allies in the military, including the Red Guards, to seize the traitorous generals before the revolution dies fighting another MacArthur. The Centralist forces, wearing the same uniforms as Butler's forces, have engaged in a chaotic fight in the Capitol through the friendly fire and threatening mortars. So yeah, Butler's forces will be routed, and you get rid of Butler, and it's going to cost a bunch of political power and stability. Which is kind of its own cool role play. You know, like defeat the coup and you're just struggling and fucked and you're just trying to just really cripple yourself. So yeah, Butler's forces will capture the Citadel. So this means we're going to lose another 20% stability. All totalism is going to be gone, 100% gone. We'll lose 100 political power, and Smedley Butler will become the leader of the Radical Socialists, known as the Maverick Marine, which will increase war support and division defense. And the Socialists will start ruling and will be renamed the Union of Socialist America. Oh yeah, Uncompletes Union of American Socialist States, and we will then become the Commonwealth of America. So this takes a minute, I think. So there's Smedley Butler. There he is. Marine General and Senator Smedley. Oh, I forgot he's a senator too. Has done the unthinkable. In the revolution's darkest moment, he has overthrown the would-be usurpers and traitors in the centralist clique and kept the flame of liberty alive. The old general has been an invaluable warrior for the combined syndicates, and his latest startling victory has endeared him to the population tenfold. Although Butler has confided to friends and political allies that he is uneasy to now be in the spotlight, he has agreed to take on the job as the temporary acting president of the new America until the scars torn open by totalism can be healed. So the Radical Socialists are technically in charge, not the Syndicalists, even though the Syndicalists are more popular on the ground, so to speak. But there you have it. That's how you get the Butler coup. So now you get the new economic tree, and you can start going down one of these. Or wait, is not the current leader. So I don't remember how long it's supposed to take. I don't know if it's Butler who does the coup. I think you have to actually wait a year. Well, I think it's like it's then gonna say, hey, we need to appoint an interim president. Oh, cool, we got all the Pacific States Court. We have to set up an interim president, and then that interim president reigns for a year. So let's kind of maybe just wait possibly a couple of weeks. But now we know how this works, so we're not gonna do this again. Incidentally, some people think that if you go this path, you cannot get Upton Sinclair. You can. You just will get him later. So the path that we're gonna go down, Upton Sinclair is actually eligible to be elected on that first election in 1940. But if you go the coup path, he'll be available when you get to 1952. Yeah. Alright, more clashes between the bandits and the rebels. Come on, finish redoubling. But yeah, like, let's finish. Look, we already started this. We might as well get the benefit from it. And then, look at, yeah, we already had begun reconstruction, so we need to, guess, do the dust settles. So we're going to finally, so he's going to come in and stop the war measures, finally. Senator General, new president. Butler wears many hats, yeah. Okay, restoring democracy. See, Americans did not fight and die in the revolution to overthrow a capitalist dictatorship, only to install a socialist dictatorship. The president, however, corrupted the revolution and tainted it. I have removed him from power, not to make myself a dictator, but to stop a tyrant. A new and free election shall be held within a year's time. With these words on the radio from Smedley Butler, America was shocked to find that the government had been overthrown. Perhaps, however, some measure of freedom had been restored. The only question left now is who should oversee the difficult transition period. So I guess let's go with Norman Thomas. Oh, and this Flynn is in charge of the Syndicalists? Isn't she Radsock, usually? See, now I'm like second guessing myself. No, because yeah, she's big time syndicalist. Yeah, she's the rebel girl. She's the one they sing about. What am I thinking? So we're going to, no, I did not hear about that. Project Kaiserton. So we're going to go with Norman Thomas just so we can kind of take a look at him here. So Norman Thomas, remember, this was the guy who was John Reed's vice president in the timeline. So let's just read about him before we reload it. So he's all inclusive. He's a big tent socialist. And so he's going to help with compliance, growth, and yeah, just 10% political power is pretty sweet. From Ohio, Norman Thomas has seen the lows and the highs of social stature and remained dedicated to socialism the entire way from the newspaper boy to Princeton magna cum laude to conscientious objector. Prior to the Civil War, he had served as New York City's mayor and Jack Reed's vice presidential candidate. Thomas pivoted the pacifism during the war into advocacy for socialists living in the Federalist lands to resist conscription. After the war, he used his learned experience and close friendship to Jack Reed, preaching on behalf of the Federalists, to lead the Democratic Socialists to victory in the Second Constitutional Convention. With a heart of gold and unshakable morals, Norman Thomas has ascended to the presidency. So obviously that was written with the intention that, oh, if Norman Thomas is president, that means you went the peaceful path. Because the Butler path is rare. Like, I've never seen the AI do the Butler path, for example. He's a government does stuff guy. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. That's just what the radical socialists tend to be like. This is probably the biggest tent party in the Kaiserreich universe because, like, you got like Agitprop in there. You got like Zapata's radical socialist, but Norman Thomas is too. So, like, are you going to tell me those two guys have the same ideology? It's just, you just do a catch-all term because totalism and syndicalism are organizations. They're different ways of organizing on the left. Oh, thank you very much for the super chat. Tender verification. Truly, Butler is the American Cincinnatus, minus the farming. Yeah, kicking it to MacArthur, even from beyond the grave. Wait, I'm trying to heart your comment. It won't let me. Oh. What? The time to reply to the super chat has expired. I didn't know that was the thing. Replying to it. Yeah, socialism is when the government does things. Just like Peronismo. But like, yeah, I'm trying to think of like, what are some other rad socks that can pop up? Colentia is syndicalist. I don't know where we're gonna find one here. Wait. When did these guys go social? No, they were. They always were. Okay, so now we know how that works. So we're now going to finally go back to the Constitutional Convention and try this again. Oh gosh, I don't know where the okay, backup coup. System of government. So yeah, sorry about the voting, guys, but now I'm gonna have to take over from here. Dun, 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 dun. And the thing is, I think because, you know, sometimes the totalists are working with the Rad Sox, sometimes the totalists are working with the syndicalists. So what we're going to do here is we're going to exercise power through councils of professional workers. So that's going to be good for Rad Sox. That's actually going to be huge. They're now at 28%. So we're way back here in 38. Hawaii rejoined us. Great. And the Hawaiian National Guard has entered the fight. Yeah. I want to start increasing the size of the Marines. Wait, no. No, dang it. Marines. That's already too much. Would put us over the limit. Seriously, Alright, Socialist Constitution Framework. We've already read this. Moving on. There's the Salvadoran Commune. Oh yeah, I don't want to send all the volunteers everywhere. I need to send them to Indochina. Frick. Volunteers. I could send one. Attention. Send the proudest. Volunteers, air volunteers. Send that. I'm also going to send them material support for sure. Any sort of like guns I've got lying around right here. And yeah, I know they're just going to end up getting crushed by Japan, but we don't know that yet. Oh, shoot, should have sent the infantry shit first. Come on. Okay, I'm going to modify it. We're going to send a bunch of guns. I know I've got some guns from somewhere else here. Didn't I have... Oh, I already did send them all this stuff. Let's take... You know what? Let's send them these two. 1,800 more guns. Go. That'll fill up a couple divisions. This could be very good right here. This could be very, very good. Alright, Princely Federation is at war with the Dominion. Like, it looks like they should get it, but if Canada's going to be involved, yeah, that'll do it. Alright, judiciary. So, just save here. Judiciary. So what happens, is it just the Supreme Court? Like, just by there being judicial review, they're going to say, oh, guess we get Browder. If the Supreme Court exists, you get a dictator. That's what it feels like it's doing. Let's find out. But you see, this is good. I'm actually trying to get the Syndicalist and Radical Socialist Party to be a little closer. So by taking that 10% back, hopefully it would have taken in equal amounts for them. Just doing a little shuffling. That's all that's going on, guys. Don't worry. We improve the situation. No. Man, as soon as we're done with this, we gotta do dust settles, I think, because this stuff's gonna hurt us. Suzerain and their Supreme Court justices, yeah, and the one who it's like you get her vote via frickin' having a salad or whatever it was. No, yeah, wait, stay in Saigon, defend it. The invasion is coming. Do you know Insulinda could go radical socialism under Sukarno? I don't think so. I think that's the first I've ever heard of it, actually. Status of the president. A weak head could never oppress. Rad Sox actually wanted a stronger president. That's radical socialists for you. They always need to be in love. They need to fall in love. That's big time the left in this country. Like policy, you maybe don't even need any, but you gotta have charisma to court the left. Alright, dignity of labor. Now we're going to say guarantee of employment. So syndicalism getting super strong. We're up to 62% now. Come on. You know what, actually, if I... Because I feel like the Totalists would have gotten a win in there somewhere. I'm actually thinking about it, and I'm wondering if... Shoot. What do I want to do here? I'm wondering if... Instead of having the Supreme Court be the Totalists win, maybe have it be the stronger president, because if you do the stronger president, they only get 7% popularity boost, and the radical socialists get a boost as well. So maybe that's the way to go. Let's see what happens. Let's see what they offer in terms of who's supposed to be the president. Totalists are weakest of the big three right now. Thank you very much, especially for the Super Cat, Tenebrae, because I got absolutely screwed over on some beer prices yesterday. So that salves the wound. Of course, the real wound was when I thought, an Edgar Allan Poe was actually, experiencing chemistry with me. She seemed like a very nice woman. I'm sure she's great. The interim president. Okay, so we either get to take Flynn or Thomas. Nice, but having said that, I'm sorry. We're going to go back again because I changed my mind. I've decided that, we're gonna give the Totalists the presidential win, not the Supreme Court win, because that'll weaken the Totalists some more that way. Okay, so it's professional workers. Keep creating another save right there. That's not twice. Hawaii rejoins America. Move this division. Bring it here. Institutional framework. We're actually not going to build these Marines. I know. But the reason is that I want to increase the size of my main forces. And then for the Marines, I want to make them bigger so that I can actually have a lot of them. You see, look, now we're already able to do 12 divisions. Or you see 12 width. So bit by bit. We might do the classic 7-2 with them. That's what I'm kind of thinking. 7-2, get some artillery in there. Alright, so through the judiciary, Supreme Court will not be missed. So already the Totalists are down to 10%. Very good. I'm gonna actually be right back. Well, let me wait till something pops up so you have something to read while I'm gone for a moment. I'm just gonna go grab a little bit of food from the kitchen, make myself a quick sandwich. Can you let us choose the capital? I guess so. I guess I could try to. Yeah, unpin that message. Let me. Yeah, you know what? That's what you guys will do. Where should capital be? Chicago. And I love these kinds of questions because it's like, what does this mean? What does it mean for your country for you to choose one of these? Philadelphia. Like, if you choose Philadelphia, are you trying to be a little more close to the home of the revolution? Washington D.C., or is it like you're trying to show we are the legitimate successor to America? I mean, if Jack Reed was elected president, right? Chicago, obviously big time, center of the country, working class. New York City, though, also very important. I mean, I think it's very telling. Norman Thomas, mayor of NYC, he gets chosen as the VP for the ticket. So I'll give you guys time to talk about that, and what else do you call it? Yeah, just talk about it, vote on it. Probably do a runoff if needed. If you pick Philly, it might be less of a shithole in the 21st century. Yeah. I always recommend if you wanna, because I don't, Philadelphia. That's where the Eagles come from, and I'm a Cowboys fan, so F them. But like, there's a comedian Bill Burr who has a bit where he's heckling the crowd. And my favorite part of it is when he talks about, you put up a statue of Rocky, a fictional character to represent your city, as when it comes to athletics. But as if Joe Louis wasn't a boxer, except Joe Louis is black, so we're not putting that up. All right. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna go make myself a sandwich. You guys do that. Maybe you'll hear me in the kitchen. Okay, I decided to toast some bread for a sandwich, so in 3 minutes you need to go back and flip them. Got a timer here. You maybe are hearing the clicking. Sorry if you are. It's a mechanical wind-up. So, all right. Let's see what the voting says. Oh my gosh, guys, how am I going to do a runoff if there's 2 second place? Also, nobody for NYC. Kind of surprised for that. Yeah, Tenebrae, right? Logistically turning it into a capital. I mean, it'd be doable, but that island would get so heavy. It'd be so big. It's busy enough. Put it somewhere else. You know, like the Brazil thing, right? Somebody vote for Philadelphia or Washington, D.C. We need to find out who's getting second place. And the first vote that goes in, I'm going to immediately end the poll. So, Sacramento, sorry, Jacob. Somebody vote for Philly or Washington. Who's thinking about that? Was the entire chat voted already? Come on. NYC's way too attackable for capital. Exactly, you got to think of those things. All right. I'm just gonna leave it open until somebody comes in and fixes the situation. Oh, except the thing is that yeah, we're gonna get the decision here soon. If somebody doesn't, I mean, log into your alt account or something, people. In fact, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. While I wait. Oh, CSA. Waiting for capital vote. And we'll just riff in the meantime. Find somebody, you know, call a friend, a family member, say, hey, you need to get... Can I vote? I actually think I can't. Yeah, I'm clicking on the thing now. No, when I click on the poll, it only lets me kind of minimize it to show the winner. Or okay, there we go. Ending the poll. Ending the poll. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. So, okay. It was a tie between Chicago and Philadelphia. Actually, is it not showing up for you guys? Oh, you gotta be freaking kidding me. I clicked in poll and it's not posting. Okay, well, it was Philadelphia and Chicago were tied. So... oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah. 36% each. So now we will make another poll and get that set up. So, oh, okay, cool, perfect. Here, I hear you. Okay, so capital location. Let me set this up, and then I gotta go flip that. Okay, Chicago, Philadelphia. Okay, y'all have a few minutes. Get to it. Okay, I'm back, and it looks like we had a pretty heated discussion in the comments section. It's good. Like to see discussion. But it looks like the winner is going to be Philadelphia, actually. Of course, the poll will stay open until the actual decision itself pops up. It should be happening any minute now. I'm going to take a bite of one of these things. So I made 2 teeny sandwiches, basically sliders. Look like a French bread loaf. Mmm, toasty. Obviously, I over toasted it. Mmm. How much would you want to live in CHG Smerica? Smerica. Oh, you're asking the chat who would want to live in my America? Well, my America right now just got out of Lincoln, Nebraska. Oh, that would be so big brain. That would be so galaxy brain if the Constitution came out. We're at Lincoln, Nebraska. It's right in the freaking middle of the country. Look, it's not even showing anymore because we're not at war, I think. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's right in the middle of the country. It's right on the Mississippi. Or I think this is technically the Missouri. Which is just an extension of the Mississippi. Ooh, that would be so big. It's still where, you know, with how the climate of America is. I think it's still on the east side of that water line. The White House view would just be cornfield. When you should look at pictures of the Lincoln Memorial when it was first built, which would have only been like 20 years prior to where we are in Kaiserreich. There's literally nothing around it. I think even when FDR was president, there was still like sheep outside the White House. Let's see. All the East Coast states would leave the Union if any non-East Coast state became capital. Damn. Now that sounds like East Coast elitism right there. I live in the western half of the U.S., so different culture. I can't even comprehend it. Actually, I can, you know. Well, actually, no, I can't. No, because even Texas is the most succession-happy state in the Union, except for like for the first half of the country's life, it was South Carolina. Well, I think Texas has taken that title, and if Texas still ain't broken off, I don't know. I don't think they'd do it. I think they would complain about it quite a lot, but I don't think they would secede over it. East Coast elitism is earned elitism. But the voting is still open, and it's 53 to 47. What do you think it happened? See, this is tricky because I don't want the totalists to win, but I also want the Rad Sock to be strong. I want to like I'm trying to get it close to even. I'm trying to find like the optimal for the story we're trying to do here. So like, let's say if we do dignity of labor will stop tyrants. Look at that. Now there's only a 5% difference between the syndicalists and the radical socialists. East Coast was hard in the first revolution. Steel Bell was hard in the second revolution. See? It's kind of discussion I'm like going to see. Yeah, I didn't quite burn this toast, but it's harder than I wanted it to be. All right. Polls are closed. Oh, shit. Chicago's squeaking it out. 52 to 47. One of the last things to be decided is the capital of America. Keeping it in Chicago. Philadelphians on suicide watch. As a Dallas Cowboy fan, couldn't be more pleased. Check the poll. Check the poll in the chat, y'all. Anyone saying, like, read the numbers. Yeah. Now when they talk about capital coastal elites, they're talking about the Great Lakes, baby! Leaving the chat. Oh, come on, Andrew. Man, I remember I had a vote. Well, I had a few different ones, but I had a vote in the classroom. It was a world history class I was teaching. And yeah, of course, it was. I'm not gonna say what it was about, but it was like basically people were voting on a class decoration. Because it's like, it's your classroom too. Help me decorate it. Which of these do you want? And yeah, soon once I leave it, it's like, oh, this was rigged. What were the voting methods here? Like, we need to, wham. Everyone becomes such a little bitch when they lose the vote. Just democracy. The two things that'll make a guy go, democracy has failed. Losing a vote, or when the girl won't wear the trad uniform and dance to the wheat field once a day. Okay. Constitutional Convention has concluded. Long live the workers of America. So let's see what happens. The totalists are pretty clearly the weakest. Yeah, the East has fallen. Billions must die. Speaking of must die, nice. The Socialist Republic finished taking the two Sicilies. They just got to get Sardinia now. That might go on basically forever, unfortunately. That's going to be a very, very tough nut to crack. There's corn in Illinois. Yeah. Yeah, there's the rest of Illinois besides Chicago. You ever hear of it? Speaking of which, did anybody ever watch that show Boss? It got canceled, unfortunately, so it never finished. But it had Kelly. And frankly, like, there's been better shows. But he himself was great. It was the actor who plays Frasier, Kelsey Grammer. He plays the mayor of Chicago. And so, like, in the first scene, you find out he's got, like, a degenerative disease. And so he then goes to a rally where he's rallying for somebody who's running for the governor of Illinois. And the idea is like, I can deliver you Chicago. If you can get Chicago, you get the state. But then there's like some up-and-coming young boy who Kelsey Grammer's character gets more interested in supporting. And so it's kind of about like the dance, the machinations between the three. But doesn't live up to its potential, personally. It just turns a bit soap opera-y. Like, I think it's like Kelsey Grammer's character, the chief of staff, starts having an affair with the young governor candidate, and then the young governor candidate is manipulated to like now he's gonna run for mayor instead of governor, and it was just whole thing. Elitism is a joke in the time frame of this game. It's a reasonable situation as they outpop the rest of the country significantly. It's fine for the OG 13 to leave. Third revolution. Yeah, the 13 break away. So sorry, Florida, you ain't it. Not an OG. Okay, finally, interim president. Yeah, damn, I fucked this bread. Way too toasted. Way too toasted. It's egg salad and sauerkraut, incidentally, that I'm eating. I'm getting really into sauerkraut again. I used to eat it more when I was younger. But like, I think I mentioned this, I had gotten supremely sick a few weeks ago. Like, puked out all my guts. And a friend of mine was saying, he's like, yeah, you gotta get like your stomach shit and probiotics and in there, so like have things like sauerkraut for the stomach acid purposes. I like it. I'm having some I got from a jar. I think I'm gonna make my own again in the future. Especially, I mean, talking about making your own sauerkraut in the middle of summer, but that's when you got to think about it. Got to think ahead. Okay. I need to get water. I'll be right back. Bong continues. All right, so Jack's stepping down, as we discussed before. We have two options here. One is Elizabeth Gurley Flynn of the IWW, who has begun a national campaign to excite voters for a possible female president, namely herself. The other is Norman Thomas, who has led SPA delegates to work with Social Democrats to pledge votes to him. There is an understanding that even though this position of leadership is interim until the election, it will still allow either president to exert a great deal of influence over the country's groundwork. So, in short, the two options that we have here are as interim president. So we're gonna have an actual election in like 2 years, or I don't know if it. Yeah, I think it gets pushed to 1940, even though it maybe says like 1 year somewhere here, or no, that's in the other way. But this person will be president for 2 years, basically, 2 years and a month. And I think what we're gonna do here is we're actually gonna go with Elizabeth. We're gonna go with Elizabeth Gurley Flynn, because even though it's tight here, you'll see that the Workers' Party, the syndicalists, are technically more popular with 40% of the vote. So she will take charge. We're going to then have elections every 4 years, and will become known as the Commonwealth of America either way. So Elizabeth Gurley Flynn, come on down! It's the rebel girl. And also, this is going to lay the groundwork for something later. So we get freedom above all, weekly stability plus 0.1%. Guys, I don't know if I said this before, but they some of these have not been here. A lot of these effects that they seem to have given every leader an effect, at least the American ones, it's pretty cool. I don't remember some of these being here, so this is great. All right, so she's going to give us weekly stability at a time when we need it. We're at minus 46%. And compliance gain plus 0.01%, which is, good for the resistance that we're dealing with. Totally not OP. I mean, I wouldn't call it OP, because you also have to remember other leaders give other bonuses too. Like Norman Thomas had, what was it, a 10% on your political power gain? Between that and weekly stability, again, if it's a permanent effect. No, the political power is probably still better. And yeah, kind of young, born in 1890. in Concord, New Hampshire. So she would be like in her late 40s, wearing that sailor suit, like she's you go my toy and Kill la Kill. Wow. Hour 46 and we're barely getting out of the convention. Classic CHG stream. Let me just finish eating this sandwich. A couple more bites. Plus, by the way, I like the irony of the syndicalists ended up getting the first president when they're the ones who argued for there to be a weak president at the convention and they failed. And I was like, well, you gave us these powers, guess we'll use them. I want to hear you complaining about it later. Hold on, this whole operation was your idea. Okay. At a dusty underground socialist club in Harlem, Elizabeth Flynn's life as an advocate began. An early organizer for the IWW in New Jersey, Flynn felt the blunt of the political wrath against farming trade unions and was arrested 10 times. Flynn helped found the ACLU, which organized legal defense for strikers in the days before the International Labor Defense. In the lead up to the Civil War, Flynn helped organize the longshoremen's strike of the West Coast. Flynn's wartime speeches to the Central Committee to encourage conscription made her stand out to the numerous conscientious objectors in the committee. Ultimately, Flynn was elected to lead America as a shocking dark horse candidate. Some thought it absurd that a woman would stand at the forefront of the revolution, but the rebel girl herself had been at the spearhead all along. Fighting since the founding of the IWW and now ready to build up a socialist America of her dreams. So even though she's the music, yeah, we are on CK2. I was thinking that too, and just hold on a second. What do I want to throw on? Let's just throw on some Celtic music, because I don't know if I'll be able to find like folk music, IWW music that's not copyrighted. Just do that. But yeah, she's been there from the beginning. I mean, we're talking about. I've read actually sources of Elizabeth Gurley Flynn, the real one, talking about like dealing with the Red Scare after World War I and things like that. Hold on a second, I gotta mute for a moment. I'm back. Yeah, I had some dry toast in my throat. I figured you guys would not want to hear me hawking. Okay. So, we've established the Commonwealth of America, and because we're syndicalists, we can go with syndicalist economics, which technically I think can switch over if you elect someone else later. Honestly, not 100% on that one. Here's one thing I'm gonna real quickly say though about the Commonwealth of America. Freaking, I'm glad we got this flag because I actually don't like the Socialist Party one. Or, I mean, this is the Socialist Party one. Wait, hold on a second. What? I'm a little... Did they switch which is which? What I'm saying is I like this one with the... You know, let me try to find a blown-up picture of our current flag. But it's the one with the stars, and it's got the gear, half farm thing. Let me. And well, America, right flag. Images. Where is it? Okay, I'm not finding the exact one. I'm finding the one where the stripes go to the side, but it's on the top left corner, you know? Can't figure it out. Alright, this is probably already taking so long. But yeah, the point is, I like the half gear, half farm. I think it's pretty aesthetically pleasing. It's neat. Girly's presence in this mod is mentioned in her Wikipedia page. What? Let me look that up. Elizabeth Gurley Flynn. I actually saw for sale, this is probably over a year ago now, but like a book on a biography of Savinkov in English, Boris Savinkov, and I thought, that person definitely has played Hearts of Iron 4, they have a friend who did, or something. But okay, so I'm going to Control F Kaiserreich. Oh my gosh, yep, on her Wikipedia page, under In Popular Culture, Flynn appears as a potential leader for the Combined Syndicates of America in the Hearts of Iron 4 mod Kaiserreich, as well as a potential president of the entire U.S. in another Hearts of Iron 4 mod called Red Flag. No source on that. I'm just saying, whoever put that in there, maybe do that. So, do we want to begin the industrial union? Because it's like, we got to get down here to this stuff. I think to like fully take charge. But we also, so the priorities are, there's a few things that we have to do here. The dust needs to settle. We need to begin reconstruction. And we also just need to kind of generally deal with the economy. And technically, some people will tell you there's 4 things you need to do, because then you need to take the next step and join the Third Internationale. The Third Internationale is not at war right now, and yeah, you could argue about science, but honestly, like, what real reason would it be we need to immediately join the Third Internationale unless they were able to send us economic aid, which I don't think they can. At this point. Like, let me look at France. I know France can send help to others, but no, did they get rid of that on the rework? You know, they build a few factories in other countries, that kind of thing. The Damocles. Yeah, where they get the speed on the nukes. Wikipedia's filled around and stuff. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just gotta crack open a beer and, you know, get lost on Wikipedia. So we need to figure out what our priorities are. We're 112 days before we need to get the When the Dust Settles done. That'll take 70 days when we do decide to do it. So 70. So essentially we could do one focus before I need to come down here. And I think reconstruction is going to be the one, because I want the buffs on building civilian factories for all of these, because I want to build quite a few. Like, I think I want 200 civilian factories before I'll start building military ones. Girly Flynn Red Flood side mission? No. Well, I mean, what's different in Red Flood? Is there anything different? Like, or specific to this? Did she get like some wacky thing? Yeah, this is good for my stability. It's good for the consumer goods, because like right now, 67% of our stuff is being taken, of our consumer goods. This is definitely, this song right here is ripping off a little bit, you know. Da, 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 da. You know, yeah, you're in the Shire. Journey's End, yeah. So, man, I hope I don't blow this. 105 days. Be 105 days. Get it done. And we have 112. So, let's just... Okay, CSA. Begin reconstruction back up. Sorry, there's so many crucial moments. And the thing is, once we're in like 42, 43, we're just going to be on 5 speed all the time. You know me, I go slow at the start of games, and then I just go, 5 speed, we've won, come on. So I think... Because, by the way, I know who my next 2 presidents are going to be already. Even if I haven't mentioned who they'll be. So I'm also thinking about how that's going to be played and how much do I want to tell you and how much do I want to leave spoiler-free. Those European the military schools at some point will be nice. We're going to begin the reconstruction. Yeah, the just generally fixing the malice on recovering from the Civil War and getting that 10% buff to civilian construction. It's too tempting. I got to do it. It's too good. Already rigging future elections. And they're the ones making the decision. Their fault they're making bad ones. Man, I gotta say, my ears are doing okay. I went to a metal show last night. And, but you know, I wore earplugs. I know it makes me an old man, but I was able to hear fine. It's just, you know, blunting the most of it, and now I don't have like ringing ears today. Although even with earplugs, I once went to the show. It was a Dinosaur Jr. show, and the next one there's probably recorded footage of me on a live stream somewhere where that, you know, that little where that, which, you know, right now I was just kind of, oh yeah, that's going off. I remember the next day I was playing Hearts of Iron 4 and that little beeping would happen, and it was actually, you know, like somebody took a needle and was putting it in my ear. So Canada is going to try to get involved. So let's all remember they are the ones bringing the unprecedented aggression to bear upon us. How am I not able to... Oh, I haven't assigned where they go yet. What's wrong? Great. 0% war support, minus 45% stability. Dinosaur Jr. is one of the shows you can see in Criminally Underrated. Oh, yeah. I love Dinosaur Jr. Sometimes, not sometimes, I always tell people, if you want to know what my brain sounds like, listen to Dinosaur Jr. You know, listen to Jay Massis ripping a solo. That's what my brain sounds like. Absolutely. Seems a bit late to do an intervention. I know, right? You know what? I almost want to delay them to spite them. Or wait, no, we don't have the option to delay, I guess. Or maybe it hasn't popped up yet. In the meantime, though, let's think about the future. I think I might want to spend a little time actually working on my Air Force now. Let's check the industries. Oh, no. This is what we need. This is what we need. The construction speed first. Again, so we're going to get 10% boost to construction from that and another 10% from our national focus. So we'll start building those up real quick. And in fact, I think Elizabeth, what she wants to do from sea to shining sea, an infrastructure program. We're going to 100% the entire country. We're bringing them in. If I did miss, thought I would see it down there. Okay. Okay. 100% everything. Is it efficient? Of course not. The delay decision just popped up for a split second. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna anyway. Although, gosh, I kind of want to. I kind of want to just sabotage them, just to cripple them. Again, you know, we're trying to play this like it's a role play game. I feel like, yeah, at the implication that Canada might invade, you know, the strike begins, nationwide strikes. Plus, I want to antagonize them a little because I don't. because as much as I've been saying I'm a little bit worried. So there, I just got the what it's going for. I'm a little worried about the Princely Federation joining the Kaiser Pact. It's but a part of the fun. It's part of the fun though. It's like, oh wow, unified Princely Federation, India. We have to go defeat them at some point, and we don't have anybody around here, that borders them. So that'd be a hell of a naval invasion we'd have to do. That's part of the fun. But also, while the Princely Federation, if we look at this, they might align with Russia, they might align with Japan. That could get interesting. They might align with Germany. India is already aligned with Canada and everybody else. That's why I want the Princely Federation to win. Excuse me. Nose here. I don't think they would ally with Russia. Yeah, probably not this one. Well, it's because also it depends on what the focus is. It has to, does it show national spirit? Not totalist, syndicalist, or radical socialist. So they'll ally with anybody to the right of the big three on the left. Alright, so Reconstruction's beginning, and now we go, hey, we need trucks. Because we need the dust to settle. And the dust settling, I also wanted, this is going to slow down our civilian construction speed is the problem. Actually, no, Reconstruction armies give us construction speed as well. We'll have no more Red Guard commanders, which I kind of wish that label stayed on, but yeah, it's not really useful anyway. War in the Desert's kicking off. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And let's not forget that we have Liberia down here, which will be really important to keep in mind when when the time comes for us to push into the Kingdom of France. We got plenty of fuel these days. Let's do some naval exercises. Let's build traps. I kind of want to just fuse everybody. There's so much to track. There really is so freaking much. I hate doing the Navy stuff, I really do. The Shire, you say? Well, then I guess Jack Reed left the Grey Havens to Valinor and leaving the country in the hands of Norman Thomas Gamgee and Elizabeth Flynn Took, Smedley Butler, Brandybuck. That is funny. India needs a major rework. Well, haven't they been working on one for India for some time, or at least it's been... There goes Edward, abdicating. Amidst the crippling strikes. Definitely resigned because of us. The thing with the fucking skank. What's her name? Divorced twice, on third husband, going for the fourth. It's like the scene in Oppenheimer where they exposition his future wife's past. Like, she's on her third husband already. That was, man, Oppenheimer was really good. Oh yeah, MPs for sure, yeah, especially because... So let's take a look at what the resistance issue is right now. It's going good, actually. Resistance strength is looking very nice. Going down all the way across the country as we're trying to do integration. Compliance is rising in these various areas. So average compliance in the U.S. is 43% right now. I think we only have to hit 50. So that's good. Now, having said that, we are dealing with Federalist resistance and longest resistance, remember, which is debuffing us in a variety of ways. So after the dust settles, I think dealing with the feds and Jim Crow then becomes the next priority. Again, I'm not sure what's going to be going on here with, like, this dealing with the economy more directly. And I don't even know when or if I'm going to do these trials, because I think the trials are mostly to determine if you're going to get more generals. So much to be done. So much to be done. And a lot of it we're gonna have to getting done during wartime. All of this down here is honestly gonna probably be a low priority. I think it might be time for us to start building armored divisions, though. I've been putting this off. So, no, right here. Continental armor. Wait, these ones are more developed. What the heck? I think... Okay. So, the thing with tank divisions, as always, is... How do you ratio your tanks to your mechanized infantry? So I'm looking up what's maybe the meta these days. Video, best tank division template. Hearts of Iron 4 updated 2024. Okay, those are mechanized units. Here we go, tanks. This is just mechanized. Where's the... Oh, geez. Is the meta, like, not to have tanks anymore? You just do mechanized infantry? I don't care if that's optimal. I don't like it. Can we do tank destroyers? Do motorized, probably do motorized anti-air, armored, heavy. No, but how do I make a... you know what? I can't. I need to research anti-tank to create tank destroyers, I think. Let me check this real quick. Enables anti-tank gun, basic heavy cannon. Yeah, I messed up. Ah, that's right. That's how they made anti-tank relevant again when they did that. Because, I mean, anti-air is incredible. So I'm going to need that for my heavy cannon. And bitches love cannons. So... But I can do this in 77 days and this in 123. This is clearly the better deal. Alright, here's what we're going to do. Select that. Come over here to construction. Go over here and select that. And then, you see, I'm doing more than a little bit of juggling here. Then I come over here, and now I can start researching this. Okay. Great. And then this... Wait. Yeah, and then when computing machine's done, we'll switch this to the military police again, although I probably don't need it, it looks like. Yeah, in fact, we're not going to worry about it. Optimal usually means no fun allowed. Yeah. Makes sense, they never had a proper opportunity to industrialize, now they're in 3 pieces, they're also poorer. Yeah. The division doesn't really make sense. The lore feels old. Yeah, trucks. We are getting the barf on trucks. Oh, South Africa War has ended. Finally, yeah, I guess they finished kicking enough Portuguese ass. The Canadians know I'm coming. What is the next play here? We got doctrines available. I guess no reason to really... No, let's hold on to that because we need to upgrade our tanks. Because I also want to... I want to research the 1940 heavy as quickly as possible. But the fact is, we're probably not gonna... It's going to be a long time before we can get there. So I think we might need to upgrade the chassis we already have. Alright, so... This says we have 35 days left. And it's going to take 35 days for the dust to settle. Even though, didn't I have 7 days to spare before? What happened? So this should be exactly enough. Genuinely what happened, I must have unpaused somewhere and messed up. Tank organization +2 is nice though. 2 tanks for every APC. I think I want to have a tank destroyer in there. So tell you what, this is going to be a division that we will continue to modify. But in the meantime, let's just I want to switch all of these out for the heavy tanks. 0 to replace. Task forces. Okay, definitely want motorized recon, maintenance, absolutely maintenance. Engineers are just good. They're just plain old good, you know. So need that, I think. Maybe the field hospital. Support anti-air. Okay. Hold on, I'm thinking. Okay, so these are all motorized here. It's a combat with 24. What's it supposed to be, like 30? 30's good? Because usually you're getting 2 places. Organization is 43. Good, not great. No, hardness is only 38. I want these effers to be hard. This is better. 66% hardness. Okay, in forest we're significantly slowed. Also the attack but defense is good. Hills, our attack goes down a bit, but we're still moving and get better defense. Mountain, only minus 21%. That definitely could be worse. Minus 36, minus 13 in the cities. Okay, note to self, don't go into the jungle with the heavy tanks. Like, I needed to know that. The marshes are bad. Against forts, we currently have a 16% buff. So that'll be good for pushing into Germany. And amphibious, yeah, again, also amphibious, we're not going to do that. Anti-air in the field hospital. I don't know if field hospital is the one I... Hard attack, 195. Just going to be destroying. These will be a division that, like, if I see an enemy tank one, I'm going to zone in on it. Rip them apart. I think this is as good as it'll get for now. Oh, I should have a logistics in here somewhere. So there's 320 heavy tanks in each of these divisions. Okay, 10,000 manpower. What point of tank to start sending me like tanks that cannot turn their gun, so their aim would be hard. Yeah, they'll be limited. What I'm gonna do is add a few more things to make the combat with bigger later. Equipment capture ratio should be good. And so a reminder for the maintenance company, because I know a lot of people don't use them. It's going to hurt my supply loose, but it helps with equipment capture, and it's going to give a bonus to my reliability, although my reliability is already at 100%. But I'm going to make adjustments later, so I kind of just want to have this in here now. Maybe it's actually not worth it. Though I do like that equipment capture. But on the other hand, am I going to need guns? Like, I should be fine on getting stuff. I might swap this out for logistics later. But I think for at least right now, nothing wrong with it being there. And so let us begin building some of these. I'm going to try to build 4 at first. Let's see how far we can get. Just 4. Oh, do we already have... Let's look at the logistics. Yep, I'm already 1,200 in the hole. Oh, and I'm apparently not building any. What happened with my... Oh, it's because I've been going back to the backup save file, so I haven't... Yep, I have literally not been building a tank this entire time. freaking amazing, isn't it? So these guys are starting over on production, but at least I still have the old ones, right? Or do I screwed it up. Frick. All right, so I've decided that we do not need the MPs because all the resistance issues there aren't any really. Boost the maintenance company more. That's right. It's also going to get 5% better every time. So then I can really start to play with my tanks. All three of those are being done. Industry, right. Oh, yep. See, I didn't take construction. Yeah, I picked it all up. Okay. How long till those tank destroyers will be ready? 97 days. Let's see how all this goes. I need to also send help to Indochina. Should have been ages ago. Okay, where's it? Send volunteers, including air volunteers. Yeah, it would just be nice to rob those resources from Germany. Send material aid now. Send material support. Thought I had more infantry than this. Weapons. Apparently I don't. Here we go. Oh, look, we've got a bunch of Colombian guns for some reason. Okay, 972 Colombian guns. Okay. Definitely want the tank designer. So we're gonna go heavy. Yeah, research time plus 10% and production cost minus 15%, or we can go Ford, which lowers the speed even more. Production costs will also increase, but the armor and piercing both go up. Oh man, Ford owned by the government now. Definitely Henry Ford is in prison somewhere, I think. Oh, see you later, Tenbray. We could do General Motors, which is plus 15% reliability. Wait, what? Is on the chassis. Is this just straight up better? I think this is for the full thing, and then this is the... Okay. Heavy tank production cost minus 5%, or I can go minus 15%. Oh, so this is kind of like a general. Yeah, it's general. Talking about stuff. Caterpillar, medium. I mean, some of these are just good for everyone. Like, this is medium tank manufacturer, but soft attack and reliability goes up for everything, so... Dalindorus. Breakthrough and speed, dodge, soft attack, reliability. Picture tank, plus 10 piercing, experimental. Ooh, armor plus 10%, reliability plus 10%. Oh, this is for the super heavies, right? Gee, now I'm not getting into that. White motor for the breakthrough and reliability might be what I want, actually. But better to have more tanks, or I don't know, if I could have like 24 heavy tank divisions, I think that's game, you know? Minus 15% production cost. Right now, how long is it going to take me to fill this up? It's going to take us 9,329 days right now to get all of the heavy tanks that I need. Let's look more specifically at what the problem is here. I am building... Let's round up to 4 tanks a month. It is taking four... So that means each factory is taking an entire month to... Because I have 4 factories assigned, an entire month to build 1 tank. Wow. The freaking Manhattan Project of tanks. This is, yeah, we don't have time for nukes. Okay, that's going to get better, and this is because the production efficiency right now is only at 21.22%. We're still dealing with the economic devastation from the Civil War and stuff like that. That's going to accelerate, and we'll hit a crossover point where like we can't believe how many we're making. But that doesn't mean I have to like this. Where we are right now, and these aren't even very good tanks. Like they're going to be filler. So yeah, that is, I think, the final convincing. We're gonna go with the Baldwin Locomotive Works here, so we can research the better stuff faster, but also so production costs can be reduced by 15%. Like we've already sunk so much into the reliability, So my goodness, though, my freaking goodness. Oh, what was that? A little jingle. Jingle, jingle. Oh, somebody subscribed. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Yeah, look at this. I haven't even invested into engine and armor yet or anything. Oh, and it'll start applying it. So hold on. That means production cost 30. This is interesting because you see the way it works with tank designers, after you select it, it's anything you do after that is the one you make, or that it applies to. So look at this. The way this unit is built right now, it costs 30 production to create this. But as soon as I put a little bit more armor on it, because Baldwin Locomotives is supervising, and then there's the debuff or it's like minus 15%ing, so we get down to 26.79 immediately. So like it's like they found some sort of inefficiency. Like, hey, slap some armor right here instead, and then you'll get the same result but better, and it's faster. So they get right away. And you know what? I think I'm actually going to do that. Let me see what I can upgrade right now, because I want. But I don't have the heavy yet, really. How can I do that? That can work. See, if I boosted the engine, do plus. What's the max I could do? 14. Okay, obviously that'll destroy the reliability. I just like it to go a little tiny bit faster. So we're going 5 kilos an hour. Not even that. So 4.8. If I took it to like 5.8, that already sinks reliability a bunch. They're just so slow. 5.1. 5.2, 94. I don't think the extra armor really helps that much. 5.3. I mean, it's another half kilometer. It's something. All right, so we're gonna save that, and so that should be what's being built now. So look, we already went to 4.3 a month because of the faster production. Okay, cool. So it's going to work out. It's going to work out. We're going to be, in fact, if we look here, we're already down to 8,546 days when we were in the thousands. Can you do anything to raise living standards? That's my suggestion now. Do a bit of utopia building. Oh, yeah, that's what we're doing. We're having the dust settle, and we're saying, the war, we're going to tell everybody the war is over now. So, demilitarized. Oh, Dykes Bishop. Well, thank you very much. You became a member. Oh, man, you became a member on the way. Well, very much appreciated. I guess this is a going away present. That does mean a lot. I like what's your profile picture? It's like John Lennon, but it's different. I can't really tell that well. I'm looking at it small. But thank you so very much. Okay. So, we're going to, hold on, the premiere of God Save King Billy. Oh, yeah, I guess we'll read this now since we're on the more canon path, so to speak. The premiere of... Today, Charlie Chaplin has premiered another movie titled God Save King Billy, which has quickly received glowing reviews within the press. God Save King Billy is a political satirical comedy drama and Chaplin's first true sound film. The film follows two principal characters and... Hold on a second. AC was on when it shouldn't be. I fixed it. It should turn off soon. The oh, and you're gifting a membership. Wow, thank you so much, Dykes Bishop. Appreciate that. I don't know. Have you spoken in the chat before? Because I just don't seem to. Anyway, we're supposed to be reading here. The film follows two principal characters, an unnamed German barber struggling to make ends meet in Germany who bears a great deal of similarity with the tramp that Chaplin played in his other movies. The other major character is King Billy, who is a cruel but ineffective buffoon of a leader, an obvious satire of Kaiser Wilhelm II. Throughout the film, it shows the plight of the average Germanic worker while viciously mocking the German government and the Kaiser in particular. The film ends with the barber being mistaken for King Billy and giving a rousing speech where he extols the virtues of goodwill and human brotherhood and gives a strong endorsement for Chaplin's socialist views. Chaplin has outdone himself. Here. Oh, hello, Common Monster. And oh, thank you again for another membership. I'm sorry that there's not a... I think that Streamlabs isn't set up to get a membership any alert, but wow, thank you very much for your generosity, Dykes Bishop. It's much appreciated. All right, so we're gonna keep moving here. We're 13 days from this. How did this happen? How did we lose the 7-day head start that we had here? By the way, I just let's see here. Let's make sure we're going to... Wow, thank you again. Oh my gosh, we have we're on a membership roll suddenly. Dyke, is there anything you want to say? Speak with your keyboard beyond your wallet. Yeah, but I'm generally wondering what happened here, and it's basically going to be a coin flip here in 7 days. Dun, 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 7 days. What's going to happen if we get hit with this or not? It's going to maybe be the chinny chin chin, you know? What's going to fire first? Because if not, we might have to go back. Okay, dust settled. Dust settled. We technically finished it first. Get fucked. Completed, has completed focus, the dust settled. Oh yeah, but we have like a tendency to, I definitely must have like had it unpaused and not picked a national focus. CSA, dust settles. Oh, that's a typo. Oh man. Really not that big of a deal if I remember correctly. Well no, because then you start to get, yeah, I guess it would go away right away, but isn't there an immediate effect that happens? Okay, so we can't go further down here till we're done with reconstruction, which is fine. I don't want to anyway. And you know what? I might actually get mechanized later, which would just be like, that's when we would be getting truly disgusting, is once we start putting mechanized infantry in there. I mean, we've got the industry for it, so why not? So let's set up a poll now, because I want to start dealing with the terrorism question. Which terrorists to go after first? By the way, I should have improved... Do I have improved worker yet? No. But it's basically, do we want to go after, like, the MacArthurites? Or, I'm going to call them the MacArthurites. Or the, Jim Crow. Jim Crow people. We're going to do them both. But it's I'm gonna leave it up to you guys to decide which to do. We could delay Canadian intervention again, by the way, but we're not gonna. Kind of want them to come at me, and I think just doing one round of strikes is enough. Role play, if you ask me. And in fact, while you guys are voting on that, I might just no, because you got to start like these. The sooner you start them, the better. So I definitely want to start one. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then I don't know how long we'll take on that. Oh, we can get a research slot here too. Revolutionary education. I'm already kind of starting to feel the squeeze. I'm only having 4. The squeeze. What a thing to say. Contain the Californian menace. All right. Let's keep. Okay, so these guys are good here. Yeah, these guys are just gonna stay here in Saigon and just pick up wins here and there. As you can see, Indochina's already doing good. It really is. It must be like some trigger with the Indochina AI, where like if Saigon protected, push hard. Oh yeah, this is definitely like an invasion from like the French or something. It's pretty much over for the Federation. Okay, wow, pretty overwhelming. It's looking like, yeah, we're definitely doing Jim Crow. Hey, some Frenchie, and now, hey, Frenchie, you now got the little membership thing next to it. The Feds were reactionary, but the AES were the most reactionaries. Yeah, and I think like I could let this vote keep going so more people could get in, but it's pretty clear. Yeah, 85% Jim Crow. All right, ridding ourselves of the Southern terrorists will not just be a matter of military might. We'll need to uproot the bigotry and racism that's plagued America for centuries and crush Long's cult of personality. Let us make Lincoln proud and bring old Dixie down once and for all. First, I need lotion. All right, some cocoa butter lotion. Take care of your skin, people. It's funny, I got a I use lotion. I have for years. I mean, anybody who's followed me on here, you sometimes hear me like here, lotion on my hands, ASMR. It's funny because like whenever I have, because I'll get it in bulk, and so I'll have like a big bottle of it out, and a lot of times cocoa butter. I just remember there was this. It was over the holidays, I think. It might have been New Year's Eve actually. Some friends came over. And they're like, ooh, look at the lotion. Conquering History Games got his lotion out. What's he doing with that? And just, you know what? My elbows are ashy, though. And then suddenly everybody wants the lotion, though. It's like, fuck this lotion, but also, can I please have some? Those arms. Okay. So, ooh. So let's go ahead and destroy Jim Crow, and so that'll let us start getting the decisions. And so that's when I'm going to have to really, really be monitoring this events and decisions tab pretty frequently. So the goal will be we'll do destroying Jim Crow, then we're going to deal with the feds, and then after that we'll see what happens. Is Canada going to actually intervene or not? Is the question, I suppose. Okay, where's the music? Probably auto pause or something. Oh, because we're at the end of it. The 2 hours of Celtic music. Yeah, let's go back to Victoria 2, I think. Or, where is it? Or actually, let me look at some other Adrian von Ziegler stuff. Mecha funk music? Okay. He's only got one. We're not going to click that. Oh, I don't know. His videos. Got a bunch of individual ones. Man, this guy works. And looking for one of his like big 2-hour. It's 10 hours of Celtic music. No, not that. A bit of ancient Greek. No, let's just wait. What's this? Tokyo. No. Sorry. Distracted. Let's just do Victoria 2. Victoria 2 OST. Pull that up. There we go. Play you. There we go. Whole life swing medley. Is that a video? Because I would listen to that. I'm listening to that one time. Whole live swing medley. They do a lot of electro swing. Shuffle Melody 2024. No, those are individual songs. But I'm sure if I type in whole live electro swing. Yep, somebody's already made a 17 video playlist. Probably half of it is by that producer Fake Type. That guy writes one song. He only writes one song, but it's a good song. Dude, you know who's like, I want to say she's the queen of it. I love Takane Lue's electro swing music, like Secret, Oshigoto, and then and Typed. You know, the one that starts. It was that was good stuff. Catholic Workers Movement, yeah, Dorothy Day, she's making the radical socialists more popular. Oh, and that's perfect. That totally splits it between the syndicalists and the radical socialists. Yeah. All right, go Dorothy Day. All right, peace deal. And we just got our cores, and Indochina has won. So now let's actually make the Indochina backup. Indochina backup. It doesn't matter. They're going to get wrecked right now by Siam. Speaking of wrecked, Princely Federation just totally torn and tattered right now. Not like me, ever did my Moe over Princely Federation run. I did just fine. Okay, I think we should be able to increase the size of our Marines now, by the way. No. Marines. Wait, no, we're gonna remove that. Do the mobile support. I don't think being mobile is gonna necessarily help, but get some artillery. Armored recon. This requires light tanks. That's slightly annoying. How much better will this... I mean, it's not really going to add necessarily to the armoredness in a meaningful way. We get a little bit of... I mean, we do get... Some armor is better than no armor, I suppose. Like, if I did that... I don't know. One more step toward the city. I don't think I want to do armored recon, although now I'm realizing I probably should do that with my tank divisions, which means I have to spend armed power. Let's do hospitals. Marines deserve hospital. Maintenance company. Yeah, we'll do this for right now, and apparently it's enough that we can be all right. Forest, we're at 4%. Hill, mountain, river, marsh, fort. Yeah, river, we're at a plus 18%. Yeah. Cool. Now we can start building Marines again. Oh, one. We could build one Marine. What is it in saying I'm short on? Artillery, support equipment, and a truck. Grapes of Wrath. In short, read John Steinbeck. He's cool. I like East of Eden though more. I know Grapes of Wrath is the one people always talk about, but East of Eden is freaking cool. Lot about family. Okay. So now we have the Jim Crow thing. So we now have we can improve workers' conditions immediately. Can do that. Yeah, great. So right now that it puts us at exactly 0 stability, 0 war support. That's where we are in life. So now we have the destroy the reactionary terrorist decisions that are beginning to open up for us. So we need to be on this in terms of making sure that we're doing them on time so we get it done as quickly as possible. The revolution has been won, yet a number of reactionary terrorists refuse to lay down their arms. We must deal with them once and for all. So we're going to click destroy the longest terrorists, and I think we're going to have to do this 5 times, and each time takes 100 days. So it's going to take almost 2 years for us to do this, or more than a year for sure. It's going to basically modify the effectiveness of the resistance to show how we're slowly stamping it out. So we'll get better division recovery, more stability, more war support, resistance growth speed will go down, same thing with compliance. Although that hasn't really been an issue, I think. If we look, yeah, it's still dropping all over the country. Although it says we're short support equipment. We are actually building some, right? Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Is this looking? Oh, look, you see these 4 are already done. They're ready to go. Even though they don't actually have the tanks with them. We are currently... How many tanks in the hole? 0. That doesn't make any sense. How are we at 0? They're here. But anyway, we're going to get training them. There we go. It calculated it now. Well, look, we're already down to 6,686 days before that's going to be ready. So, hey, look at that. And if we look at production, wow, look at us. We're doing 1.2 tanks a week before it took 1 a week. All right. You got to believe it's getting better. A little better all the time. Okay, we're at 181 on these civilian factories. We're still building these. These are going so... God, this is not going to be done until July. Oh, Austria-Hungary federalized. Okay, well, they significantly shrunk Hungary, although I've seen worse. I have to rearrange the Navy again. No, it's still mostly like set. We get all these training. Go. The R-gun. That's the one. This is my pride of the fleet there. Okay, cool. All the artillery stuff is done. So now, I think the way this works is if I go to production, I can create a variant on this chassis. So I'm trying to remember what I need to click to say, like, I'm making a new one. So, like, yeah, we're going to say this is the Huey Mark 5 or whatever, right? No, that's not how that works. Chassis, heavy tank. How do I'm trying to remember how I can, like, copy it. Save as new. When saving this design, create a new design for free. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was trying to find. Okay, so we're going to call this the Huey Mark II. Or you know what? We're going to call this the Bishop class as a thank you to him for or her for our the heavy bishop for the memberships. So like on the main armament, I want to switch to heavy cannon. Let's say so for the turret, Ohio built tanks, yeah. I should have an. I think there's supposed to be an option here somewhere where I get a, to specifically be a tank destroyer. Oh, here we go. Tank destroyer. Basic heavy tank destroyer. So let's compare this to the Mark 1. No, what did I just do? Got that. I think it's I have to click. No. How do I do it? Create variant. Dang it. Alright, so this is... Damn it! I'm sorry, I'm being stupid. Ohio Bill. Okay, build armored vehicles. Okay, so here's what I do. I click create a variant, and then I say I want a tank destroyer. So if I compare speed, this one's faster. The tank destroyer is faster. Soft attack 25, hard attack 23. It just kind of looks like I'm building tank destroyers anyway. Is what all this is telling me. Sloped armor, here's a secondary turret, small cannon. Small cannon will help with the production. Ohio built tank, there's a Pittsburgh steel sticker on it, yeah. That's like when you see made in China but assembled in America, that kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, secondary turret will have a small cannon. It's just like cannons, Hard attack 23, this one's a 26. Just go all in, just several small cannons. Get the basic heavy cannon. Heavy cannon. Breakthrough's worse. Fixed superstructure. So I do this, reliability and speed will both go up, but breakthrough is going to go way down. That actually shouldn't be an issue because the other tanks will be providing the breakthrough. Okay. Kind of armored vehicles. Yeah, that's just what I'm trying to figure out right now. I got the torque. Let's try and keep that reliability up, I think this will just do for now. So yeah, this is the... Whoops. No, damn it. Dang it. Alright, so here we go. So this is the heavy bishop. Heavy bishop model. I'm gonna rename that. Now, going back over here to the armored divisions, I want to see what I can do about... No, I don't have enough army experience now, but we're building the heavy tanks. I wanted to switch out... Yeah, I don't even have recon in here. Oh, it's motorized recon, yeah. Let's do armored recon. I feel that's more on brand, but now I will have to actually start building light tanks of some kind. So we're just going to do these basic ones. Big thing right now. So before I forget, that second tanks done. Okay. Yeah, way in the hole on a lot of this stuff still. 2,000 plus days on trucks and support equipment. People's Conservation Committee, top priority is to replant trees in the Midwest, the source of the dust storms that threaten our food supply, though it took a lot of convincing to get Congress to fund this project. The PCC hopes that in a few years the dust storms that used to reach Washington, D.C. will be only a memory, and it puts people to work to boot. The Tank Division. What do we want to? Also, elite unit, please. Like, this is just about getting the economy up, plain and simple. You know, our eyes are bigger than our stomach at the moment, but once we're actually able to properly tap into our potential, see, now we're doing the same thing with loyalists, terrorists. We're gonna be going after them, so we got to keep checking in here every couple months. Emancipation for all. So we're trying to recover from the Civil War. You know, that's going to help with the economy. Obviously, if I switch to Industrial Revolution, but we're a little over a year away from the election, and I don't know how it works. I don't know if, like, what happens if we switch over? Are we not allowed to get the other or something? I genuinely don't know. Yeah, I got a quota of tanks to meet in half a year. Organized pilots, no. I think we just need to start recovering from the Civil War. Like, a lot of these do that. And they're just all really nice to have. So let's begin the social revolution. The land of the free and the home of the brave was anything but. We have our work cut out for us in ridding America of corruption, racism, and chauvinism. The first step is to tear up the very core of all these things, the capitalist system itself. Okay. Industry. Yeah, we need the tanks must flow. Everything must be built faster. Yeah, piercing on all of these. But how's the tank? 250 days. I think I'm just gonna suck it up and do it on this better chassis. The Rebel Girl puts you to work with no vacation for weapons manufacturers. Hey, we're still on a civilian economy and volunteer-only army, alright? This is the lightest dictatorship ever. It's not a dictatorship at all. The upgrade values. And this chassis says 30% more. Right here, the 1940 Heavy has 30% more liability, too. Why did I not do logistics already? Should have done that. Do it now. Yeah, let's have that and the signal company. Ooh, I love that signal company. Yeah, we're gonna take out the... Wait, no, that's not a priority though. No. This, yeah. We're gonna do this. We're taking this way early, so... Early 1940, we'll be able to switch the tanks over, and we can actually start making good, proper tanks before even the Second World War starts, I think. Y'all put you here. All the divisions.
All in.
Yeah, oh yeah, all the special forces are supposed to be together.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all those need to be training. Yeah, because I put new people in there. Duh. What does the Continental Infantry look like right now? Are they even 20 with yet? No, they're not. Actually, I don't know if I necessarily want them to be. No, let's just do this. Keep it simple. Make them 20 width, keep it simple. Happy 4th of July! 5 political power. We. Come on, Canada, take a swing at me. You know you want to. Don't have command power because I don't have any war support. Yeah, the war is over, but the suffering must continue. I don't know. Mine to 264 is too long. It's also too long. Let's get ready for war again. We actually probably, I'm thinking about maybe stopping it here once we get to the 3-hour mark. Revolutionary memorials, honor those that fought for the revolution itself, and etc. etc. More war support, we lose the power. Well, so much for the 4th of July. Got better anti-air being made now, which is nice. $13 infantry equipment and 20 support. Look at these logistics. Oh, yeah, we are, in fact, still behind on infantry equipment. 51 days. Everything is still green or holding, though. New Orleans is actually not being that big a problem. Alright. So we can just keep recovering. So we have, we're still dealing with, let's see, economic devastation. Reconstruction. Yeah, recovering from the Civil War, still not good. We need to buff them. I think these literally do the same thing. So, I'm going to put who to prioritize helping. We're going to say minority ethnicities or women. To determine if we do emancipation for all or women's liberation first. And maybe, and you know what, I'm gonna grab revolutionary education in the meantime while you guys vote. So I can get that extra research slot, especially because I'm taking one really ahead of time. Trying to get that better chassis ready. Dun, dun, dun. Modify the officer corps, get myself a theorist. Get myself a theorist. I don't think I need one right now. Okay. Keep working my way to getting the better aces. Floridians should be prioritized and also disabled people. Fate of the Boy Scouts, we're going to create the Pioneers, which just says there's no Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, it's co-ed now. There goes the Princely Federation, and now the Dominion of India is going to get real strong real fast. And actually, I think that is the best place to stop it, because it'll leave me now thinking about how much do I need to be guarding my American shores when the war with Canada breaks out. Because it's entirely possible, if not probable, that, usually France and India and everyone else is going to use the West Indies as a jump-off point to naval invade me. So we'll see. But that's it for today. Thank you very much for joining me. Tiny possibility I'll stream later, but very, very tiny. Assume I won't stream again until tomorrow. But I should be able to stream all week, I think. So, anyway, thanks for joining me, and next time we will probably be going more to Canada, and if not, we will be, dealing with how we're going to play with the terrorists on trial and whatnot. So, everyone take care. You have yourselves a wonderful day.